Happy Washi Wednesday. For today's tip, I'm going to show you how to use journaling cards in your bullet journal or your planner. Now you can purchase or make your journaling cards. These Mary Higgin ones are very popular. I also sell these cute little kiss and punch mini cards that work great. And then these are all examples of ones I printed on cardstock directly on my printer. And you can buy stamps that let you stamp on the lines. You also can use one of our stencils and just hand draw the lines onto your journaling cards. However you get your journaling cards, make or buy, the journaling cards are great additions to your BUJO or your planner because it allows you to put items that maybe change throughout the month or are routines that might get updated along the way, and it gives you a place to put those items without it being permanent on one of your actual layouts in your bullet journal or your planner. For example, a to-do list. That is something that's going to get updated as you go along. So some people don't like to write the to-do list in the actual pages because as you mark off, it gets messy and you know you're going to have to add more tasks, and who knows how many you'll end up needing by the end of the month. So doing a to-do list or a shopping list, and then also your key is a great use for these journaling cards because it allows you to take the item with you as you're working and then also keep it with your bullet journal so that it is organized. Or maybe you have a routine for beauty and you have an AM and a PM routine and you want to take the card so you know what oil you're using or what order you need to do those in. You can also do something like that and put those on the journaling card so that you can take them in the bathroom when you wash your face and moisturize and do all that. So I'm going to do an example here, and I like to take a piece of cardstock that's slightly wider and a little less shallow than my journaling card so that the actual title at the top will pop out. And you're just going to take some washi tape that coordinates with your theme for that month, or if you're doing your key, you may want to just do this in the front of your journal so you know where to get it. And I'm just going to do our little mitered edge trick that I've taught you before. Be sure to explore all of our other YouTube videos. We give you all sorts of tips on how to cut washi and how to make sure that it's clean and sort of decorative ways to apply it. But I'm going to do the mitered edge here. And I'm using a new washi tape from BUJO. We just dropped it in our new Tape Tuesday drop. I am loving these muted autumn vibes, and I plan to do a spread around this actual colorway with this aqua and this sort of like golden green. It's so pretty. Anyway, you're going to take washi tape and you're going to cover 3 sides of that actual piece of cardstock, and you're going to want to clean up the top really well. You also could cover the whole pocket in washi tape. You can write on it, you could decorate it, it could become a grid. There's all sorts of things you can do, but then you can just slide the items right inside your bullet journal. So for example, this is my key, and as I'm working on later months, I don't want to flip back and forth if I put my key in the first page. So this way you can take it out, you can reference it, you can update your bullet journal, and then you can just slide it right back in the front. How handy is that? You can put habit trackers, you can put routines, you can put even workout logs, all sorts of really cool uses for journaling cards that you can take in and out, and then it has a home inside your bullet journal as your little hub. Another great way to use washi tape on journaling cards is to create little tabs. So you can just take a simple piece of washi tape, you're going to stick a piece of it to the front, flip it over, and then you're going to lay it equal right on top, press it down, leaving a little bit of excess on the top, and you have a perfect little tab. And what's great about this is if you build the pocket big enough, you can put multiple journaling cards in there. So maybe you have, for example, an AM and a PM routine, and your AM is pink and your PM is the blue. You know which tab to pull, and you can kind of color coordinate and organize your journaling cards that way as well. I love using journaling cards in these little pockets, but I have a couple more ideas of ways to use washi tape with journaling cards. So we're going to start with the key that we made. Of course, you can make a little pocket like we did, slide it in and out, but another really great way to attach your key is to attach it to the front binding of your actual journal. So you're just going to lay it sort of on the edge here, take one piece of washi tape, and put it halfway on the binding, halfway on the key. So you'll obviously have to leave a little bit of room on the edge there. And then get a really nice clean cut line on that. And then you're going to fold the key inward on the washi tape, flatten it down, and then put another piece of washi tape, again, halfway on the binding, halfway on the key, and clean that up as well. Basically what this does is it creates a flop. And a flop is where you can flop the paper out and in as you need to access it and reference it. So you can open it and it will be able to be seen. That's why you do it inward. So you're seeing it, and then you can flop it in, and then when you close your journal, you don't even know it's there. It's perfect spot for your key. Flop it out, you're going to whatever page you're at in your bullet journal, and then you can still access it, and you can work on that page, do all your updates on your daily tasks, flip to the next page, do more updates, and you will be able to access the key through the whole entire journal this way. And then again, you just fold it in and you don't even know it's there. How cool is that tip for people who like to have a key to use throughout your whole bullet journal? One last tip, I'm going to take some lined journaling cards that I printed on my printer. I'm going to fold them inward where the lines are on the inside of one another. You're going to lay those flat, and then you're going to take a piece of washi tape and basically just run a piece of tape through the middle of the two cards. So on this one, I'm covering those title lines. I just want the lines to be there for a list. So you're going to cover that up, clean it up. It's a little bit easier with scissors on this task. As much as I love my X-Acto knife for cutting washi, this was a little bit easier to do with scissors. You're going to fold it inward and kind of give it a little press down. And then you're going to take another piece of washi tape halfway on one side, fold it over halfway on the other side, grab your scissors and clean up your edges again. Now, what this is basically going to do is it's going to create sort of a tent card, but it's almost like a flop in some sort of way, that, depending on how you use it. But this allows you to have a longer list of items. So if one side of journaling card isn't enough, you can take it, you can open up this journaling card, and you have double the space to write your to-do list or your shopping list or your habit tracker or whatever. If you need more space, it gives you both pages. Now, what's also great about this style is that, again, if you make one of the pockets like I showed you earlier in this video, you can actually slide it into the pocket and it will kind of just hang out over the edge of it. And so you can write what the list is, and you can just almost flop it open to look at the list, and you can also pull it out. If you have a folio for your planner, this is also great when you have those little slots that I guess they're for business cards. I don't know what they're for, but I love to use them for journaling cards. And again, you can use just flat journaling cards or this kind that flops over. So you open it up, add to the list, fold it back up, put it right back in. You can have multiple lists going. How great is that little tip? I hope you found these journaling card tips helpful. I know it's a little bit different than our usual Wednesday washi tips, but I think incorporating journaling cards with your bullet journal and your planner is actually a really great and effective thing to start using, and of course with a little bit of help from some washi tape. If you enjoyed these special tips this week, it would really help us out a lot if you hit that like button, and also be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want updates on all things washi tape from our Wednesday washi tips, journaling tips, as well as DIYs. And as always, I hope you have a happy Washi Wednesday, guys.